Hey guys, it's Caleb Goldner from ComicsAlliance here. This week we are going to unbox Bandai's new S.H. Figuarts Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Black Ranger, also known as the Mammoth Ranger from Zyuranger, its Super Sentai counterpart in Japan. Let's go ahead and open it up. Or actually first, we will look at the box. It's pretty simple and straightforward, just has the usual writing, labels, and a few photos of what the toy can do. Now we'll open it up. Everything's in the tray here, and as usual, instructions come slipped in the back. So we'll check these out real quick and go over the toy's accessories, which are bountiful. There's tons of stuff in here. Comes with tons of hands. In this case, he comes with 9 hands. He comes with his power axe and his ranger stick, which of course matches his standard issue blade blaster, which all the Rangers have. He also, interestingly, comes with the power sword from the Red Ranger, and then I forget what they're called, but let's just call them the power daggers, the Blue Ranger's signature weapons. And that's interesting because all the Rangers come with their signature weapons, and since all of the Rangers are being released, all of their weapons can be combined to form the Power Blaster, or the Howling Cannon, as it was known in Japan, which is a pretty cool feature. So I'm guessing he comes with these. I don't remember if there was like a specific episode where the Red Ranger was like, "Here's my sword, dude. Let me just borrow this," or what, but he comes with those. So technically, if you wanted to assemble the Power Blaster more quickly or buy fewer Ranger toys, you should get this figure, because then you will only need the Yellow Ranger, which comes out in several months after the Blue Ranger, and the Pink Ranger to build the entire blaster. So you wouldn't have to buy the whole team technically if you wanted to do that. Let's go ahead and open everything up, check out all the accessories up close, and let's dump everything out. Do this the quick way. Like all of the Ranger figures that we've looked at before, he has a pretty standard body. It's virtually exactly the same, except for the head sculpt, as the previous male Ranger figures that have come out so far. And actually, let me show you. He is different, of course, from the White Ranger, who came later in the series and has a sculpt based on the Die Ranger costumes. But let's take a look at, we've got the Armored Red Ranger over here. So similar bodies. Of course, he has the accessories, the dragon armor that came from the Green Ranger figure. So everybody matches up nicely. Right now he's got his fist effect parts. He also comes with open hand parts that can hold weapons. He has different sized weapons, of course, so some are more narrow and some are more open. And then he has some more rested palm parts, like in this case, his power axe, when he's using it as, I guess, a rifle, it can rest in there. Let's look at the weapons themselves, which we've seen these before. All the Rangers got them. The paint apps on these are great. I have yet to see any imperfections on these. There's no overspray. The detail is really sharp, and they fit nicely in the holster that each ranger has. Like, we can go ahead and pop this in here. And fits just like it does on the shows. We'll go ahead and look at these. This is kind of, since the Blue Ranger hasn't come out yet, and won't for I think like a month from when this video goes up, it's interesting to go ahead and look at his weapons. They look good. You can obviously see where it will attach to the bottom of the Pink Ranger's bow. So we can actually, in a moment, we'll try to put together the Power Blaster and see what that looks like. And then of course, whoa, there's this sword, which now I have 3 of these. But I'm not sure. This may be the only one that has a piece for everything to be combined with it. See how it has that groove? So there actually is a key difference between this sword and the ones that have come with the previously released versions of the Red Ranger, the one with the dragon armor, and then of course the plain one. So it's possible that perhaps the weapons that came with the Pink Ranger also might be re-released with some other Rangers to make everything fit together. Or not. We'll get to that in a sec. Now we'll go ahead and look at Black Ranger's own weapon, the Power Axe. It looks awesome. Paint's nice and shiny on it. It looks, you know, like it's made of plastic, just like in the show. And it is. So that's suitable. It's got the trigger detailing on here, all the line detail is present. There's even the refined details on here with the sculpt. Looks great. And it has a nice sharp axe blade point on it. I'll go ahead and show you the figure holding the Power Axe. See which hand suits it. Okay, so pop this on here. And interestingly, while I'm trying to get this to fit, if you watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as a kid, or more recently on Netflix or one of the other streaming services, I think it's on Amazon too, you'll know that the Black Ranger is played by Walter Jones, who I got the chance to meet a few times and interview for ComicsAlliance. And he was a really chill guy, very nice, very friendly. High energy though, as you would expect from a guy who's got multiple martial arts titles. I can't remember which ones he has, but he's got black belts and all kinds of stuff. And he is a salsa dancer, I think, too. He does all kinds of stuff. Interesting guy. So here he is, Black Ranger in rifle mode. And I think we can just make him hold it like this. Here it is in axe mode, ready to slice up whatever. Monsters, watermelons, all kinds of stuff. I was surprised, I should say, by the addition of the other Rangers accessories, and I am going to try to put the Power Blaster together as much as I can from the parts I have so far. Okay, so it looks like the weapons I have now, as they are, aren't fully compatible to build the Power Blaster. As you can see, like the notches here on the Blue Ranger's weapon don't exactly, there aren't notches on the Pink Ranger's bow that you can pop these into just yet. I'm assuming that the Pink Ranger's bow will be replicated just like the Red Ranger's sword and the Blue and Yellow Ranger's Figuarts boxes when they arrive in a couple months. But for now, you can kind of halfway see what it looks like. And we also got some photos of what the assembled Power Blaster will look like last summer at San Diego Comic-Con, which you can check out on ComicsAlliance as well. For now, though, it's cool to see them all in a big pile. And the Black Ranger figure is rad. Recommend it if you like the other Power Rangers Figuarts that have come out so far. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week with another toy review.